All right, welcome to the IMAX show. It is IMAX, host of the IMAX show. You have clicked this video because I said I would make a video on the IMAX Awards, what I considered the best films of 2024. I said that about last week, and I think I kept my word. It's the next week, early in the next week. But I have disclaimers to make. Number one, again, this is my Oscars, and I'm trying to be as objective as possible, though. So even though that's impossible because we are subjective beings, our personal tastes will naturally creep into things. But I am trying to be unbiased as I can. So just let that clear. And also, of course, I'm a human being. I couldn't see every single movie of the past year. I saw what I could, and there's still a long list of films that I didn't get around to seeing that I wanted to see before I made this, and I will let that scroll as I continue to make these disclaimers. And lastly, I rank these a little differently. So there's 5 nominations, sometimes 10, depending on the category, and I go from 5th being the 5th best up to, or 10 being the 10th best, to the very best, number 1 in that category, whatever that may be. And I have a lot of the same categories, and I throw in some extra ones, so just to make it a little more interesting for me, because there are other things about movies that I wish awards would, especially the Oscars, acknowledge. So I hope this list is done going. If it is, I'm looking at nothing and I look stupid. But without further ado, we're just gonna go. We're gonna roll. So best opening credits. So these are the words and names you see at the beginning of movies. Sometimes they put these together in a very interesting, fun way or thematic way, and they should be acknowledged. So number 5 is Beetlejuice. 4 is Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. 3 is The Brutalist. 2 is Thelma, and 1, our winner, is Self-Reliance. Now we have best opening scene. So this is the scene or sequence that prefaces those opening credits, in my opinion. 5, The Bike Riders. 4, Maxine. 3, Kill. 2, Smile 2. And our winner, Late Night with the Devil. Now we have best action sequences. This encompasses anything from and everything from car chases to fist fights to gung fu, you name it. Number 5, we have Gladiator 2. 4, we have Dune 2. 3, we have The Fall Guy. 2, we have Monkey Man. And our winner of action sequence, best action sequences, is Kill. And then we have specifically best fight choreography. Because I am a sucker for kung fu films, I have to make a specific category for this. 5 is Dune Part 2. 4 is The Fall Guy. 3 is Gladiator 2. 2 is Monkey Man. And our winner of best fight choreography is Kill. And now we kind of get into more of the Oscar categories. Best visual effects. Number 5, we have Dune Part 2. 4, Kingdom of the Apes. 3, Beetlejuice. 2, Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. And our winner, which should have won at the Oscars, in my opinion, was Alien Romulus. And next, we have our first category with 10 noms. Yep. Sometimes I say categories when I mean noms. Best film editing has 10 because I really enjoy the art of editing. I like doing it. I like watching it. I like experiencing it. I like feeling it, what have you. So 10th place, we have Love Lies Bleeding. 9 is Longlegs. 8 is The Fall Guy. 7 is Touch. 6 is In a Violent Nature. 5 is Hitman. 4 is Sing Sing. 3 is Challengers. 2 is The Brutalist. And our winner of Best Film Editing is Dune Part 2. And then we have Best Costume Design. 5th, Horizon: An American Saga, Chapter 1. 4, Gladiator 2. 3, Dune Part 2. 2, Nosferatu. That's a lot of 2 sounding stuff. And number 1 is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Can I just say Furiosa from now on? Thank you. Best makeup and hairstyling. 5 is Gladiator 2. 4 is Dune Part 2. 3 is The Substance. 2 is Nosferatu. And number 1, our winner of Best Makeup and Hairstyling, is Furiosa again. All right, Best Cinematography. We have another 10 category because I love visuals. So at 10, we have The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and 3 more. 9, Love Lies Bleeding. 8, Longlegs. 7, Dune Part 2. 6, The Order. 5, In a Violent Nature. 4, Sing Sing. 3, Challengers. 2, Nosferatu. And our winner of Best Cinematography is The Brutalist. And we have Best Production Design now. Number 5 is The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and 3 more. 4 is Gladiator 2. 3 is Nosferatu. 2 is Alien Romulus. And number 1 is Furiosa. Now, the next 2 categories the Oscars used to have until they condensed it into one to save on time and then not save time by adding other nonsense, is the sound stuff. So it's a little different for me even when they separated them. So, for example, Best Sound Mixing in my IMAX Awards means the literal mixing of sounds to come up with a new, other, or different sound. So with that, Best Sound Mixing, we have 5, Arcadian, 4, Stop Motion, 3, Alien Romulus, 2, Dune Part 2, and number 1, our winner, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire. Next is Best Sound Editing. Now, to me, the best sound editing is how the sound is utilized in the space in which you are viewing the film. So, for example, I will not put a film on this. I will not nominate a film for this if I, A, didn't see it in theaters, 2, didn't see it in my surround sound system out front there in the living room, or 3, didn't watch it on my laptop with headphones on. So you can experience, in all 3 of those ways, you can experience the sound and how it moves around the space or immerses you into the world, the story, the whatever. Okay? So, number 5 is In a Violent Nature. 4 is Alien Romulus. 3 is Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire. 2 is Civil War. And 1, our winner, is Dune Part 2. Next, with 10 noms as well, because music I love almost as much as I love film. It's pretty close. But no cigar. Is Best Original Score. So for 10, I got The Order, 9 is Smile 2, 8 is Long Legs, 7 is Touch, 6 is Sing Sing, 5 is Flow, 4 is Spaceman, 3 is Nosferatu, 2 is Dune Part 2, and our winner of Best Original Score, in my opinion, is The Brutalist. Now we have Best Fake Movie. It's amazing that I even saw 5 of these. I don't usually watch documentaries. 5, Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. 4, Kim's Video. 3, Tahomie. 2, Hometown Prison. And our winner, what I think was the best of the 7, I think I saw 7 fake movies this year, is Grand Theft Hamlet. It's pretty good. All right, and then Best Foreign Flick, kind of the same thing. I mean, not really the same thing. I don't get around to seeing many foreign films throughout the year because they're just not made available until later. So I usually catch up on these the following year or even years after. So sadly, I only saw 3 foreign films throughout this year, which explains why number 3 is Kill. And 2, do not expect too much from The End of the World. And my number 1, what I think is the best foreign flick of the year of those 3 is Flow. But it's a pretty phenomenal film. All right, and then Best Animated Film. Again, I'm shocked that I even saw 5. I think I only saw 5 or 6 animated films this year. I am not a child or a Disney adult, so 5 is Orion in the Dark, 4 is Watchmen Chapter 2, 3 is Watchmen Chapter 1, 2 is Inside Out 2, and our winner is Flow, for good reason, though. Now is Best Adapted Screenplay and Original Screenplay, and for which I have 10 noms because I love to write. So I can't just narrow it down to 5. So, Best Adapted Screenplay. 10 is The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and 3 more. 9 is Spaceman. 8 is The Order. 7 is The Fall Guy. 6 is Wildcat. 5 is The Bike Riders. 4 is Touch. 3 is Sing Sing. 2 is Dune Part 2. And our winner, what I believe is the best adapted screenplay of the year, 2024, is and was Nosferatu. And as it goes for Best Original Screenplay, we have 10 is Wolves, 9 is Rebel Ridge, 8 is Furiosa, 7 is A Different Man, 6 is Probamista, 6 is Civil War, 4 is The Substance, 3 is Thelma, 2 is Flow, and our winner, what I believe is the Best Original Screenplay of 2024, is when was The Brutalist. And then Best Voice Acting for CGI characters in live-action movies or cartoon characters in cartoon movies. 5 is Paul Walter Hauser for Orion in the Dark. 4 is Luke Pasqualino for The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. 3, I don't know how to say your name, Arinz Kene for Tuesday. Sorry, bud. 2 is Paul Dano for Spaceman, and our winner, Best Voice Acting of 2024, is Maya Hawke for Inside Out 2. Okie dokie. Then Best Ensemble Performance is who had the best performances all across the board. Every role, extras, main roles, all that jazz. Consistently what film had the best acting throughout? Okay, I'm being redundant. I'm rambling. So 5 is The Bike Riders, 4 is Sing Sing, 3 is Nosferatu, 2 is Anora, and number 1 is Dune Part 2. All right, best breakthrough performance. This is like their big break in a supporting or main role. 5 for the first time, Zoe Ziegler in Janet Planet. 4, Nakia Adams in Bird. 3, Julio Torres in Problemista. 2, Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing. And our winner, the best breakthrough performance of the year, is Katie O'Brien in Love Lies Bleeding. And then we have best supporting actors and actresses and leading actor and actresses, and this has 10 noms per category because I truly love and respect the art of acting. It's amazing how people can just disappear into becoming a different person just for pretend. Best supporting actress, Tilda Swinton in Problemista. Juliette Lewis in The Thicket. 8, Elizabeth Olsen in His Three Daughters. 7, Kaylee Spaney in Civil War. 6, Anna Sophia Robb in Rebel Ridge. 5, Felicity Jones in The Brutalist. 4, Koki in Touch. 3, Adria Arjona in Hitman. 2, Katie O'Brien in Love Lies Bleeding. Number 1, Zendaya in Dune Part 2. You could easily interchange both of those. Those are both pretty good. And then Best Supporting Actor, Karen Karahugian in Anora. Sorry that I butchered your name. 9, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. 8, Denzel Washington in Gladiator 2. 7, Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing. 6, Josh O'Connor in Challengers. 5, Nicolas Cage in Longlegs. 4, Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa. 3, Austin Butler in Dune Part 2. 2, Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu. And our winner, Best Supporting Actor of 2024, in my opinion, was Tom Hardy in The Bike Riders. Best Leading Actress. 10, we have Aisling Franciosi in Stop Motion. 9, Kristen Stewart in Love Lies Bleeding. 8, Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Tuesday. 7, Carrie Coon in His Three Daughters. 6, Vicky Krieps in The Dead Don't Hurt. 5, Naomi Scott in Smile 2. 4, Jodie Comer in The Bike Riders. 3, Demi Moore in The Substance. 2, Mikey Madison in Anora. And our best leading actress of 2024, in my opinion, was Lily Rose Depp in Nosferatu. Although those top three there, was so hard to rank. And those three would definitely interchange every time I did this. Best leading actor, Brad Pitt in Whoops. 9, Dev Patel in Monkey Man. 8, Glenn Powell in Hitman. 7, Jude Law in The Order. 6, Nicholas Hoult in Juror Number 2. 5, Peter Dinklage in Brothers. 4, Timothée Chalamet, Dune Part 2. 3, Jason Schwartzman in Between the Temples. 2, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. And our winner of Best Leading Actor of 2024 is also the record holder of longest acceptance speech at the Oscars, is Adrian Brody in The Brutalist. All right, next is Best Scene. Now, it's hard enough to do nominations for any of these categories. It's even harder to think of a best scene from a film when you've seen close to 100 of them, and you have to narrow one scene down to remember specifically to put in this list. So this is kind of an impossible task more than any other category. So they're not ranked, and they're more ever-changing than any other category. But I'm going to try my best here. So they're not really ranked by best. It's just listed by number, just because I had to have a list number, So number 1, not really the best. Just I'm going alphabetically here. So Confronting Annie and Ivan from Anora. The Militiamen from Civil War. 3, The Siege from Civil War. 4, Fade Ralpha's Birthday from Dune Part 2. 5, The War Consul from Dune Part 2. 6, The Yoga Murder from In a Violent Nature. The Hypnotism Scene from Late Night with the Devil. 8, When Thomas Meets Count Orlok from Nosferatu. 9, When Ashman Touches from A Stop Motion. And 10 is The New Year's Eve Bash from The Substance. And then another category I should probably do without, I don't know why I even do this one, is Best Streaming Service Original. So 5, we have Wolves for Apple TV+. 4, we have The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Three More for Netflix. 3, we have Fancy Dance for Apple TV+. 2, we have Spaceman for Netflix. And our winner, number 1, Best Streaming Service Original, in my opinion, is Rebel Ridge for Netflix. Best Debut Film, this is their director's first feature-length debut. Jake Johnson for Self-Reliance at number 5. 4 is Dev Patel for Monkey Man. 3 is Sean Wang for Didi. 2 is Julio Torres for Problemista. And number 1, Best Debut Film of the Year 2024 is Josh Margolin for Thelma. All right, and then Best Director. We have 10 noms because directing is what I love to do the most, even though I am a mediocre director at best, as well as a mediocre writer. And let's see, number 10, 10th place is Wes Anderson for The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Three More. Ninth place is Balthazar Kormakur for Touch. Eighth place is Glint Zilbalidis for Flow. Seventh place is Rose Glass for Love Lies Bleeding. Sixth place is Greg Quaidar for Sing Sing. Fifth place is for Osgood Perkins for Longlegs. Alex Garland is in fourth place for Civil War. Third place is Brady Corbet for The Brutalists. Second place is Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2. And the best directing of the year 2024, in my opinion, is Robert Eggers for Nosferatu. All right, folks, the moment you've been waiting for. It is the last category, the ultimate category. It is the Big Daddy Award. It's the Best Picture Award. And we have 10 nominees, of course, being the most important category here. It's what you all have been waiting for. And I'm going to do the countdown starting 3, 2, 1. 10th place with 6 nominations and 1 win, The Bike Riders. In 9th place with 4 nominations and 1 win, Rebel Ridge. In 8th place with 7 nominations, but unfortunately no wins, is Touch. Same goes for 7th place with 7 nominations, but 0 wins, Civil War. In 6th place with just 1 win, but also just 4 nominations, we got Thelma. In 5th place with a whopping 19 nominations, more than any other film this year, with 4 wins, is Dune Part 2. In 4th place with 2 wins, but 6 nominations, Flow. 3rd place, bronze medal, 10 nominations, 0 wins, sadly, but it's Sing Sing. 2nd place, silver medal, 10 nominations, 4 wins, goes to The Brutalist. And our number 1, our gold medal, the best of the best, in my humble opinion, objectively speaking, trying to be unbiased, but it's still the same answer if I were to answer this subjectively. 12 nominations, 4 wins, it's Nosferatu! Would he like to accept the award? Nas? He didn't show. Frick. Well, stay, like and subscribe. Anyway, because we got some exciting videos coming soon. I crossed 50 subscribers. Thanks, guys. And, I don't really know who's watching. So I got to make some sort of commemorative 50 subscriber video, and I haven't done my What You Should Watch in March video, so I really got to get to cracking.
Why are there so many movies?